Hey, yo, this is a 7 p.m. post game presented by FanDuel. You know what it is. Outside of the historic ass whooping the Knicks put on the Nets just a few nights ago, the team has looked very, very different since winning the NBA Cup in Las Vegas. I think they were 2-9 in their last 11 games before that joint, and an embarrassing loss on Alumni Night, which you were there for, and of course against the Dallas Mavericks. So, Melo, I got to ask you straight up, is this just a rough stretch? Or is change needed in the Garden?
No, I don't think change is needed. I mean, you could tweak some things.
Yep.
I don't think change is needed right now. Now you're gonna address that in the offseason, but you don't need to change much right now. Just tweak some things.
Yeah.
Because whatever you get gotta be able to put you over the top.
Right.
Now you gotta be better than what you are right now. I mean, not just in these last 2-3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to be better than this makeup of a team.
I'm going to tell you what Knicks fans have been feeling for the past several days. It's not enough for a Knicks team to have a rough stretch. Knicks fans always got to feel like they got to blame somebody for the rough stretch, right?
It's a rough stretch.
And unfortunately, Cat's been the guy who's gotten a lot of the attention and the ire from Knicks fans during this sort of slump that they've been in January. Trade talk has been starting to get loud, and I guess that just sort of happens around the trade deadline anyway, but it's definitely louder around Cat this year and this season. So I guess I got to ask, we make change. You don't mean a big Cat trade. You mean something a little bit more around the margins, or what do you think?
I don't think you do anything unless it's granular, unless it's a major move.
Yeah.
So unless you're making a major move, you update.
It feels like there's only one major move to make, and I don't think they can make it.
And again, the team you have, is a winnable team.
Yes, I agree.
Pound for pound, that's a winnable team.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So when you have that, I can hear all the noise all day long. I ain't pulling no trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not pulling no trigger. I might pull a trigger on something small, something that I can plug and play that don't necessarily causes for me to send some pieces out.
Right.
We can do a little one-off here, boom, 2-for-1 deal. We could do that, but on a lower scale.
That doesn't. You tell that to Knicks fans right now, or
Knicks fans say, shut up, Melo.
They gonna be like, yo, what you talk about?
Your Knicks was ass when you was here. Nigga ain't do nothing. Fuck you do, nigga.
You're not allowed to speak on this.
I'm not allowed to speak on it.
Which is insane to me, by the way.
And I have the best perspective.
Yeah.
I was on the side that y'all hated.
Yeah.
I was on the side that y'all was, Now I'm on the other side with a whole nother perspective, understanding where y'all coming from.
How was that perspective? You was at alumni night. All the Knicks was there.
Beautiful night.
It looked super lit. And, you mentioned it on NBA and NBC, and you talked about it a little bit, but, Cat misses a pretty important three-pointer. It's an air ball. He gets a little down on himself, and you say he got the rabbit ears because you said, yo.
Yeah. But I don't think I'm not making it sound like he was down on him. So he shot an air ball, all right, cool. But it was just in the midst of everything else that was actually going on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It was the Bulls, the people wasn't playing well, they was losing. That air ball came in the midst of all of that happening. So I don't think he was down on himself. It was just everything happened, and then damn, that too?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just being something I would normally naturally do if I was on the bench.
Yeah.
To one of my teammates.
Especially
my nigga, don't even, come on, man, we ain't worrying about that shit over. I was just doing that. I guess I got caught up in
of course,
and what's going on. And he acknowledged it.
Mm-hmm.
You know
especially
what I mean?
this team, man. You speak and they listen, man. No matter what the talking heads say.
I don't want it to be like, oh, Melo. I'm just saying, I'm just going to give you my perspective, what I see. Again, I don't know everything, but I know certain situations. You get what I'm saying? I've played this game long enough. I've studied this game long enough to see ain't too many new things happening in the game.
Mm-hmm,
it may be new ways and new kind of strategies, but it ain't nothing new in this game.
According to y'all, according to a lot of the people that are probably more in the know than all this, a big trade is a little bit unlikely. But
I think that's unlikely.
But let's just say they get through this trade deadline, try to make it work with this roster. If this season doesn't end in a championship, do the Knicks have to do some major tweaks in the offseason?
No, bro. Like every year can't be win or bust.
Okay.
Every year you can't be hanging our hat on like win or bust. Like this team
Not
right now.
Not every year, but there's a window
right now.
There's a window where it's like if you don't get it in that window,
this is the window.
It does feel
now.
like win or bust.
This is the window right now because this is like the 5th year on the plan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we've did everything we had to do for 4 years. As far as putting the pieces, cleaning the house, doing what we got to do.
They've checked every box.
We checked every box. Now
the last 2 boxes.
That's the last 2 boxes right there.
Get to the finals, win the championship.
That's the last 2 boxes. Because you done built it up the way that you designed it. So it looks pretty. It look awesome to see it the way you designed it.
Yeah, yeah.
And now you just sitting back like, okay, this is how. Now let's play ball and see what happens.
Right. There's a lot of fans that just are a little emotional and probably don't really get the gravity of having to start over again and don't remember the pre-2020.
Well, nobody's starting over. It's never a start over. It's not a start. Knicks is too far gone to be a start over.
Not start over, but the fans that are clamoring for some big move or some big trade, that trade may not work out. They could make that move and you don't have the success of the team that you've had over the past several years.
Different, bro.
And,
everybody wants somebody different.
It happens to a lot of teams. Look at Cleveland. Cleveland led the league in wins last year. Now they fighting to be 7th, 8th, 9th seed.
You don't want to be there every year.
Yeah.
So when you think you having a year, that's why it's a little bit more challenging with OKC. Now they still OKC, and they still may win the championship. But it's a little bit more challenging because everybody had a time to get better. Players got better. Players got stronger. Players got smarter. Coaching staff had opportunity.
The tape is out on you.
Tape is out. You know what I mean? So in order for us to do what we did last year, we got to be that much more disciplined to do that.
Yeah.
The Knicks issue and the fan sentiment with that, to me, is that you could win and you can lose, right? But again, I said this earlier. Losing the right way. Now, we don't want to lose. But I can hang my hat on going out there giving it 110% every night. Knowing I gave everything, I'm good with, damn, we lost by 2, or damn, we lost by 4, or damn, we couldn't, we missed a couple shots that could have. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I think every Knicks fan is cool with that. There were some ugly losses in that streak.
Ugly losses. I cannot come to practice and all I'm hearing is we soft. Like,
I might as well
even though you're not, even though you know you and believe you're not soft.
Right.
I can't hear those words.
That's a 4-letter word to an athlete.
We soft? Like soft? That's why I would never call a player soft unless you soft. Unless you just charming. Because that's a crazy identity to take on. Like, you soft?
Calling a pro athlete soft.
You soft?
When you say that, you know what pictures in my mind? Like, you ever see them samurai movies where it's like, I brought shame upon my family, and it's like,
I'm going down this sword. Like,
it's like, you can't call another pro athlete
we
soft.
Like, this how you...
That's the worst thing you could be called.
That should have been the first question. We soft, bro? Like, this is who we are? Like,
that's I didn't like that.
We ain't soft. Like, Cat, you soft? Like, nigga, you soft? Like,
I'll tell you this. It was the perfect medicine for that streak of games to not just win, but beat Brooklyn, which is always nice to beat of the Knicks, and beat them by damn near 60 points. I don't care if it's the Brooklyn Nets. You beat a team by 60 points, you're gonna feel a little bit better about how you've played the past couple of games. So,
just playing hard, but also playing smart.
Yeah,
because you could play hard and don't get nothing out of it.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? You could just be out there just moving around and playing hard and diving on the floor and with no structure and no strategy. And you just out there running around crazy.
That's a fact, man.
So play hard, play tough. Especially now with like everybody is looking at them as that.
Yeah.
Oh, they soft. Oh, they like when you get that identity, that's a little different.
Is this Draymond's fault? Draymond?
No, it ain't nobody's fault. It's people who play against those guys.
Yeah, yeah.
It's people who's on the court going against them every single night who's saying that. The media ain't gonna never just call nobody soft. The fans might, but it's your players, your peers that's calling you that.
Being a New York team and even having the soft label even remotely close to the team is damn near a sin for a fan of this city. Like, this city is not a team that could ever embrace any team that is labeled soft or even have elements of being soft. Like, that's why it turned so quickly. They were booing them in the Garden. There was things that was happening that 6 weeks ago when they lifted up that NBA Cup, I could have never imagined what's happening.
You
back then.
I guess everybody gonna blame it on the NBA Cup.
Right.
You still gotta go compete. You still
gotta
go play. You still gotta lock in. That was all right, cool. A week after that, I could see that. All right, bet. A week, shit lingering. You know what I mean? A little layoff from Vegas. Cool. After that, like, we gotta get back to it.
Yeah, it's a fact.
We can't go 2-9 after that much energy. We just gave it back.
Just get to the...
And we still in third.
And they still in third place, man. It could be worse. It could be worse, guys. Game
that's
behind
the part
second.
that people... We're going to wrap it up after this, but that's the part that people fail to realize. Like, when you win it, it's hard for you to see it.
Yeah.
It's hard for you to sit back and be like, you know what? There's a lot of shit going on, a lot of noise. But, yo, bro, we still in third place.
Perspective.
So regardless of what we did or what we didn't do...
Yes.
Y'all ain't doing nothing either. we still here in third
And there's
place.
a lot of season left to play.
A lot of season.
A lot of season left to play.
We sitting pretty.
Guys, this is 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, a 7 p.m. post game, a Wave original presented by FanDuel, and every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, FanDuel is featuring limited time specials you will not want to miss. Boosts, bonuses, surprises, all dropping in the app during happy hour. Only on FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to the podcast channels. Leave a like, leave a rating, leave a review. For Carmelo Anthony, I'm Kaz. This has been the 7 p.m. postgame, and we'll catch you with a brand new episode of 7 p.m. in Brooklyn dropping this Monday. All right? Peace.
Peace.